Could you come to Lufkin? I'll pay your gas. If you could come to Lufkin, that will help us out. No, I'm here riding around with a Austin reporter. About October, I wasn't really sure I really wanted to do this. I mean, I was coaching football, East Texas, doing what I've always wanted to do. I'm teaching government, I'm teaching college government. There were some concerns that got back to me indirectly that this is East Texas, and this is East Texas, and he's not going to get very many black votes, and he's going to end up losing white votes. And at that point in time, I said, you know, if it's a contested primary or not, I think I need to get in it, because there's a black kid sitting in my classroom, and I'm telling him day after day, you work hard, you get an education, you do your best. Yeah, some people are going to, discriminate against you, but you do what you're supposed to do in this classroom, and you go to college, and yada, 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 and the American dream will work for you.
You know, East Texas has been traditionally very, very strongly Democrat, and so it's been conservative Democrat. And you've had a lot of folks who vote overwhelmingly with the National Republican Party, conservative Democrats, but when they come down the ballot, they tend to vote Democrat. And so I think that things are changing now. I think that people are waking up to the fact that, hey, these Democrats are not representing our districts. They're not conservative. They've couched themselves as conservative Democrats, but they're actually not. I think people are waking up to that fact. East Texans are waking up to that.
Was it national issues that got you worked up? It was national issues that got you thinking I need to get active, or was it local issues?
No, it's statewide. It's like our border control and stuff like that. And something needs to be done about that.
I just know our country, I'm proud of our military. I'm proud to be a Christian. It's those kind of beliefs that are being stripped from our country.
What did he say that especially got you thinking I should make a change?
The independence, since I'm Democratic, just don't stick to the Democratic race, because somebody that's running Democratic might not be who I want. So I'm going to vote for him. I mean, I like what he's talking about, and like you said, be independent. Do what vote for who you think you would want as an elected official.
So I'm on my way to meet the mayor of Lufkin. People at James White's campaign told me he's a big Democrat, so I guess I'm preparing myself for that. And I'm already late, in case you can't see. It's 9:33. I was supposed to be there at 9:30, but hopefully they won't be too mad. There's a lot at stake here. I mean, do you think it's the kind of thing where, Mr. McReynolds has done a good job, Mr. White could do a great job too, or is it the kind of thing we need to win, there's a danger if the other person wins,
McReynolds has, he's got the chairmanship, he's got the longevity. I mean, Republicans are in power in Austin, so there's a trade-off there. He's worked awfully hard at one of our major employers here is the Lufkin State School. About 1,200 people working out there, and of all the things we need, it's good jobs are right kind of at the top of the list. And so, does Jim have the more clout with his chairmanship and longevity than Mr. White to help preserve that? Offhand, I would think probably so, but I don't really.
I'm kind of known as a gentle person. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of impeccable honesty. I represent my people very well. And as long as you do that and stand up for what you believe in and stand up for the district that you work in, It doesn't guarantee that you're safe or that, I mean, any rider can be thrown. But that's a nice background to come from. And I work very hard in behalf of my constituents. I'm out and about in my district constantly. I know a lot of people. After I speak today to some healthcare volunteers, I go to the COG meeting and I'm a voting member of the COG. How did that happen? Well,
what is the COG?
Okay, it's our Council of Governments.
Oh, okay.
And I'm elected by the East Texas delegation in the Senate and in the House.
Gotcha.
You know, that's an honor. It also puts pressure on you because we're chasing the second wave of Ike money, which is very, very important to East Texas because of hurricane destruction and so forth. But I guess, and listen, I hope I'm not totally under the radar scope. I hope that friends understand that any of us that run for office, regardless of the credentials behind our name or the incumbency or anything, are vulnerable.
Shortly after I left Lufkin, the race started getting more attention. Originally, many thought White did not have much of a chance. But recently, the chair of the state Republican Party went down to accuse McReynolds of living outside the district. McReynolds' campaign has had to respond to some of White's attacks, a sign that they must be catching on at least a bit. You can see it in the fundraising. While McReynolds has a whole lot more cash on hand, in the most recent reports, White actually outraised the incumbent by $7,000.